an adoption event in Grand Rapids is looking to connect pets to their forever homes, and an ice fishing contest is taking over Chisholm this weekend. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Wisconsin, where the Washburn Club is hosting a blood drive. They're partnering with the American Red Cross to host the donation drive on February 17th. Those interested can donate between the hours of noon and 6 p.m. that day. You can call the number on your screen or schedule an appointment online to donate. We will have a link to sign up on northernnewsnow.com. Next, we will stop in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, where Great Tales Animal Rescue is hosting their February adoption event. That will be this Saturday, February 14th, at their location in the Central Square Mall. Guests can meet with adoptable pets and learn more about the shelter's adoption process. Those pre-approved for adoption can come at 10 a.m. and the event will open to the public at 11. You can view adoptable pets and fill out an adoption application form online. We'll have a link to do so on our website. We'll end in Chisholm, where the Kiwanis Club is hosting a fishing contest this Saturday. The contest will be hosted on the north side of Longyear Lake. Registration starts at 9 and fishing will take place from 10 to 2. There will be prizes for all of the fish catching categories. Costs are $10 per hole for adults and $5 for kids. There will be no charge for military families with ID. And if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland city by city. In the studio, Anna Olfelt, Northern News Now.